Yo, what's up guys? Today I'm gonna be doing a reaction video on the most insane things found by airport security on passengers. It sounded like a pretty interesting video. I like the title. It sounds cool. And also I'm here with the guest once again, Christopher. This time I'll put his channel link in the description, so with the original video and everything. But without further ado, let's get into the video.
The TSA have caught people trying to sneak some of the most unbelievable things onto airplanes. How crazy? How about a weapon, animal, or even human remains? There's a long list of weapons that you're not allowed to bring onto an airplane, yet people still try to sneak things past the TSA.
Why would someone try to hide
if
that?
Ever works. Case in point, one man tried to sneak a utility blade onto an airplane in his carry-on, but was stopped by TSA agents. Obviously, the man knew the blade would not be allowed through security, so he tried to conceal it in a Scooby-Doo greeting card. He carved out a section in the card and hid the blade into the cartoon dog's head. Needless to say, the blade was confiscated and the man was brought. Kind of unnerving how many blades the TSA has to confiscate on a weekly basis. Some people would go to unbelievable lengths to conceal their weapons. In San Antonio, Texas, the TSA had to search a carry-on bag that had just had an X-ray machine. What they were looking for was a tube of lipstick. It was covered in rhinestones and looked pretty ordinary at first glance. However, instead of lipstick inside the tube, the TSA found a concealed knife. The lipstick—
Why? Just why?
It's like Assassin's Creed shit.
Yeah.
Like a foot blade, like you step hard and there's a blade comes out your foot.
Far to hiding a knife that you get a whole lipstick knife?
Why do you want to bring a knife so badly on like an airport? Like, come on.
Knife may have just been for self-defense, but regardless, it was not allowed onto the airplane. Even worse than the lipstick knife, multiple people have tried to sneak entire swords onto airplanes.
Oh my god, why?
That swords are actually not even that uncommon for people to try to sneak past the TSA. Swords hidden inside canes seem to be one favorite way of trying to get the blades onto planes.
Swords inside canes with their brook? Like for One Piece? Bro. Next thing you know, there's gonna be a skeleton with a top hat singing calling himself Soul King.
One gentleman decided to take the cane weapon to a whole new level. TSA agents were surprised when they came across a cane that was not just a sword, but had been upgraded to include a stun gun as well.
Come on!
I wouldn't believe what the most common hidden weapon TSA discovered is. Unless you're a ninja. Throwing stars seem to be weapons that are constantly trying to get snuck past the TSA. These are surprising for multiple reasons. The first are, why are so many people carrying throwing stars?
Oh my,
are they all
come
ninjas?
on.
And second, if they are ninjas, shouldn't they be a little better at being sneaky? Either way, TSA personnel have confiscated throwing stars of all shapes and sizes, and have to constantly remind people that they cannot bring their throwing stars onto an airplane. People have even gone to great lengths to get their throwing stars past the TSA. One person folded up his throwing star and hid it inside a smartphone case. Just because the throwing star is inside the case does not make it invisible to the scanners, and this passenger found out. The TSA has come across throwing stars.
Surely it has to get to a point where like you just bring on something so ridiculous that they just ban you from the airport.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm the manager of the airport and some guy brings an entire like katana, I'm just gonna ban him from the like, bro. Why do you need to bring an entire katana with you on a plane? That's just unnecessary. Unless it's a family heirloom trying to pass down from generation to generation.
Stars so frequently that they had to create an announcement to remind flyers all martial arts weapons are prohibited in carry-on bags. They even posted on their social media accounts at Ask TSA that if anyone had questions about the proper way to pack and store throwing stars for a flight, please reach out to them directly. If you thought throwing stars and hidden swords were crazy weapons to try to sneak past the TSA and carry on, you're not going to believe what this next person tried to do.
No way.
At Albany International Airport, the TSA agents had to carefully pull a duffel bag off the conveyor belt and ask its owner to head over to the security office. Inside of the bag was a chainsaw.
Just had a whole cat
That's right, the man packed a chainsaw onto a carry-on bag and put it through security scanner as if this was a normal thing to fly with. It's unclear why someone would need to fly with a chainsaw, but as long as there's no fuel in the chainsaw and it's clean and packed securely, chainsaws can fly in checked luggage. Check the Can I Bring My section of the TSA.gov website. Just in case you're wondering, spear guns are on the prohibited section of the list. Many people enjoy purchasing items at duty-free shops and airports because of the lower fees and no taxes. Oftentimes, travelers purchase fancy liquors and
Is that liquor? Why the box like that?
Yeah.
It looks some shit up for iCollar.
Expensive boxes of cigars. These goods cannot be consumed or drunk on the plane, and if opened before going through security, Another bizarre cognac experience that the TSA had to deal with was in Detroit, Michigan. A man had tried to bring an oversized bottle of cognac in his carry-on bag. However, it wasn't the bottle or even the
That's just like
liquor that the
comedically
TSA
large.
found unnerving. Instead,
Yeah,
it was the dead
it's bigger
animals
than his
inside the bottle.
chest.
The bottle
Or
itself
his
was
whole
well over
stomach.
the size allowed by the TSA, but upon further inspection, security found 5
Adrian, voice that line right there.
This is an outrage.
No, he's old, so you gotta do more of an old voice.
This isn't. Wait, no. This is an outrage.
He's not crippling old. He can stand.
Back in my day, we didn't do this before, so this is an outrage.
Wait, is that seahorses?
Wait,
He got seahorses in a bottle.
he's trying to
dead
smuggle
seahorses
seahorses.
that were on the endangered
Oh,
species
shit.
list in it. This is messed up to begin with, and it's hard to think of a punishment to fit the crime. Maybe the TSA should have the man chug the entire preservative solution that the seahorses were contained in until its insides became endangered. Just an idea. What ended up happening was the TSA pulled the man from the line and called in Michigan wildlife officials to confiscate the bottle and dead seahorses. The man who was caught with
Bro, I thought they were naked.
Yeah, same. I thought they were also.
the bottle was handed over to the proper authorities and fined heavily for his actions. Other people have tried to sneak in live animals through TSA
Oh my.
checkpoints. One person trying to reach Barbados had a hidden passenger
Why?
contained within his computer hard drive. The traveler had taken a baby ball python, put it in a stocking, and stuffed it into the hard drive.
Pythons are
As the
sick.
carry-on went through the scanners, TSA
Not gonna
agents
lie.
noticed something that
If you would have one snake, what would you get?
One what?
A snake. Like a pet snake. What type of snake would you get?
I would get probably a cobra.
What type?
I don't know what type of cobras they are. Just a cobra.
Malaysian? South Asian?
Are those cool?
I know a YouTuber named Chandler's Wildlife who has a Malaysian king cobra. His name is Kevin the King Cobra. Pretty sick name. He's pretty sick.
That sounds like a sick name. Yep.
Yep.
Definitely that.
didn't
I would get like a rattlesnake or something. Actually,
But those
no,
are annoying. The
yeah,
sound they
true.
make.
I would get a python.
Oh, a python.
Or black
yeah.
mamba. Black mambas are cool.
Oh yeah.
look quite right. They opened up the hard drive, rescued the snake, handed it over to the United States Fish and Wildlife Services,
No, my bro
who
is
made
just
sure to
holding a
keep it away
snake.
from any more humans dumb enough to try and smuggle it out of the country in a computer hard drive. Pet fees can also be expensive when flying. However, this does not mean that you should try to sneak your pet onto a flight in your carry-on, as one couple found out. They were flying from Erie International Airport in Pennsylvania and decided it would be easier to stuff their cat in a suitcase than pay the pet fee and put it in a crate. When the carry-on went through the scanner, the TSA agents were surprised to see a cat staring.
You didn't really think that out well enough.
Yeah.
Like, I think they just forgot about the part where, like, you have to put this luggage through the scanner.
In a whole X-ray machine.
Yeah, like, that's just stupid.
Back at them. This was not only illegal, but also grossly negligent of the owners. So
Yeah,
the
I was gonna say, isn't that like animal abuse in a way?
Yeah.
TSA contacted the Humane Society, who took custody of the cat. The couple was
Oh.
I got this. I got this. Stupid cat! She should have just got in a suitcase.
then charged with animal
Yeah,
cruelty
perfect.
for their terrible decision and recklessness. It's probably unnerving enough for the TSA.
I don't know why
will
I'm doing
chill
this. It
you to
doesn't
your
matter.
bones.
Yeah.
Many types of animal bones can pass through TSA checkpoints without a problem. However, at Fort Lauderdale International Airport, the TSA staff on duty came across a real surprising set of bones. Within a ceramic pot that the passenger had purchased was a human skull. The traveler
Oh.
claimed they had no
What?
idea there were fragments of human skull within the pot.
Yeah.
One of the most bizarre things found by the TSA in carry-on luggage came from an animal, but it was not bones. It was something a little more gross. Alaska is known for its vast wilderness, and at Juneau International Airport, the TSA agents see a lot of carry-ons containing aspects of nature or wildlife from the region. Unfortunately, one man tried to bring back a little too much nature with him on the plane. The TSA agents found a bag full of what looked like nuggets of dirt. On closer inspection, they discovered that the large
Why?
bag was filled with moose poop, and that the passenger
Ew.
was taking it home.
Ew.
What? Bro, it's weird. Who does that? Who goes
What?
around in Alaska looking for moose poop? Like, come on.
Home as an
What?
Alaskan souvenir. The TSA had
Souvenir?
no regulations in place.
Oh my.
You could at least take it like a tree branch or something.
What is he gonna put it in a jar?
Oh yeah, he put it in a bag.
No, like once he gets to the place.
A bag. So that way when he opens it up, you can smell it.
Okay.
It reminds me. He could have like just like got like a brown paper bag, was like shifted around the air, closed the bag so it tight and got some Alaska air. But no, he wanted to collect moose poop.
That forbids a passenger from traveling with animal
Seriously?
feces. However, there are policies in place against intense odors on airplanes. Using
took
this
my
guidance,
souvenir!
the TSA confiscated the bag of moose poop, and
Why
the
does he
passenger
look
had
like
to go home
14?
without his bag full of moose
Why does he look
souvenirs.
sad that they
Sometimes
took
you hear a
his poop?
story and just scratch your head, wondering why people do things the way they do. This next TSA discovery will definitely have you feeling this way. A couple traveling back from a wedding received a unique thank you gift. Apparently, the groom and bride thought it would be a good idea to have their party favors be wedding-themed hand grenades. There's a lot wrong
Why?
with this. But the biggest problem is
Why?
that when two
And the
grenades or
SWAT.
any explosive device shows up on a TSA monitor, they immediately have to bring in the bomb squad to make sure the threat is safely dealt with. Even though the grenades were fake, they still looked very real on the monitor, meaning that this wedding favor caused the evacuation of the area
Grenades! Bring in the bomb squad!
until the bomb squad could verify there was no threat. Just as a rule of thumb, don't travel with anything shaped like a grenade or explosive in your carry-on. You're just
Thanks,
going
I
to cause
wasn't going
everyone
to.
I
a
was
lot
about
of
to say,
anxiety
like, I
and
have to
ruin
be
other people's
reminded
days. And if
to not
dealing with
bring
fake hand
bombs.
grenades wasn't
Oh
enough,
my- no.
TSA also has to deal with people deciding to travel with inert explosives. Funnily enough, the TSA won't just take your word for it in that the explosive is inert. Instead, as one man found out, they have to call in the bomb squad to verify the explosive is not dangerous. Then they will confiscate it, and you'll be in a lot of trouble. This man put an inert mortar round in his carry-on
Bro,
while trying to pass
why?
through security.
I was gonna ask like where do you get that stuff, but I forgot it's in America, so it's just crazy over here.
TSA followed
Yeah.
protocol,
You could just, like,
had to
you could
call in the
actually
bomb
buy an
squad, which
entire
caused a
rocket
commotion
launcher
and
shoot it
delays.
Yeah.
as long
And
as
this
it's on your
wasn't even the
property.
first time someone did something this crazy. At Hawaii's Lihue Airport, someone tried to bring in an entire rocket launcher through security.
Oh my-
It's
Speaking
because of
of which-
situations like this that the TSA has dedicated entire social media accounts and websites to inform people what they can and cannot bring in their carry-on luggage. Now check out doing this at an airport will land you in prison. Or
Alright.
watch what happens.
Alright.
The fact that you have to remind people not to bring in bombs is just gross to me. Like I swear, it's just so weird. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is us, Christify, and maybe Rafe. See you next time on another video. Piss off. I hate all of you. Just kidding, I love you.